huge event for Indian MMA. It's finally put us on the map, let's just say, in terms of MMA, because until now we've had a lot of mixed fights at 1FC. A few Muay Thai guys, a few wrestlers would go there, but didn't have a great result. This time, the way Ritu performed and the way that Arjun performed were like, they look like contenders in the top 15. And Ritu unfortunately missed out on the atomweight tournament. I think that's happening next year or later this year at one. But she put on a stellar performance to get a split decision. That was like big news for India. Big news.
You've not had the chance to watch the whole Ritu fight yet, right?
Not the Ritu fight, no.
No, so I'll just give you a background of what I could understand from what went down. 3 rounds of madness. Movement by the ladies was a lot. Ritu, this was my first time, as I said, watching Ritu or even B. So movement was on point for both throughout. I could see Ritu dominate for the first round or so because her wrestling was just very, very strong.
It was a different class of wrestling.
I just feel I think Ritu might have not had the split decision towards her because she took a lot of damage throughout all 3 rounds. Her defense was very low. She was great at wrestling. She was great at striking. Her defense was very low. She took a lot of shots and that kind of wore her down by the end of round 3, where it sort of was more of controlling than being a part of the whole action.
Right. Yeah, I don't think she has the gas tank for those top contender fights yet, but that was still quite an impressive performance for Indian MMA. To still even get a split decision after gassing out for 2 rounds, so I still think that's pretty commendable.
I absolutely loved watching her though. I mean, 1FC, like I said, it was the first time I was watching 1FC. The whole programming, I wasn't the biggest fan of, but it's also probably because, like you mentioned, right, it was supposed to be a much larger event, but the Singapore last minute lockdown restrictions sort of had to made 1FC scale down the whole event. That led to it being a very small event, and but they pulled off great fights, I feel. Talking about again Ritu and B, phenomenal fight. I loved watching it. Unfortunately, Ritu didn't make it. Hopefully she comes back, and I think this was her first defeat ever, so that's a big deal. Deal. And congrats to Killer B and the Philippines.
The Philippine representation was good at that fight. It was Philippines versus India, basically.
Absolutely.
Vera and Arjun's fight also, and in that fight, I think, wow. Arjun put on quite a show. He brought out that inner DC in him for that performance, it looked like.
Can you, you mentioned, I think DC, Khabib and Arjun have trained at the same gym, right? You mentioned this to me. I'd like to know more about it. Plus, I saw Arjun being congratulated by, like apart from most of the journalists like Chamatkar Sandhu or Ariel Halwani, Khabib put out a story saying like, congratulations, Indian killer or something like that.
Yeah, they have a picture together on Instagram. If you go back on Arjun's page a few months ago, or actually last year or something like that. But during Arjun's career, I think during his second fight in the UFC, he got the chance to train at AKA, which is Khabib, Cain Velasquez, DC, Luke Rockhold. It's like the top of the food chain kind of gym. And Arjun got to train there, which is huge. Like, that's one of the meccas of MMA, you know. So, and he brought that for this fight against Vera, which you could see he had like some upper echelon training and a game plan in place, because he worked out that whole sequence to perfection. I don't think that fight could have gone any better for him.
There was a lot of elite level movement by Arjun throughout the throughout the 5 rounds. I mean, until he knocked Brandon out.
Yeah, he gassed him out.
He gassed him out. Yes, I really thought that it was too much explosion happening, because like we know that it's very difficult to last for such a long time, especially
as a
watching.
heavyweight.
Yeah, especially as a heavyweight, right? So
Hmm.
I was really impressed by the gas tank he had, the
Yeah.
speed he had, and I would also point out the agility of Swords, because there were a bunch of takedown attempts, and even like when on the ground,
Hmm.
Arjun's just like very strong. And in the first round, right, Brandon was like trying to hit very decisive shots, but he took one or two straight fists to the face, and he was rocked. He was rocked. So he
Yeah.
realized he's also in trouble. It's
Right.
not just
Right.
someone he's messing around with who cannot cause any damage. He
Hmm.
instantly identified the fact that Arjun can cause damage and cause a lot of problems, and
I would
that's
have
what
never thought.
happened.
I would have never thought Arjun would have got the knockout, especially after watching his fights in the UFC and watching his first one fight. I didn't think he had the power, but he used it to perfection. The straights in the first round, and then coming into the second round when Vera was going crazy and Arjun became the more tactical sit back and counter fighter. I was like very, very, very impressed how he changed that striking into that wrestling as well. Superb. Superb.
And it was
India's got champ, man.
surprising. Absolutely, that's like a very big deal. But what I
Hmm.
loved watching even more was that I would I mean, I don't know if it's true, but I guess most of the fighters coming out of India might have the perception that they're like someone who's like someone who are proficient at wrestling.
Hmm.
But Arjun went out for a straight up brawl. Like he
His
took
boxing
Brandon
was
down.
amazing. The fakes and feints to make Brandon hesitate so much during the striking in the first round. I've not seen that. I've not seen anybody do that to Brandon Vera, and it was amazing to beat someone who's like a four-time champion in ONE FC. Outstanding from Arjun.